welcome back to our homestead. Today I want to talk to you about seeds. For those of you who are farmers, gardeners, homesteaders, knowing seeds, having seeds, planning for seeds is such an exciting time. And right now, even though it's December and nothing much is growing, I know my garden is resting, but this is when we do all the planning and we're drawing out the plans of our gardens and we look into what seeds we have, what new seeds we need to buy. We look for seeds online, we look for catalogs, they're coming in the mail, and it's a very exciting time. I know that some of you probably sitting by the fire right now when it's super cold and thinking about what you're going to be growing in the spring. And I share your excitement in that. So you guys know that I am a big believer in growing and saving your own seeds, storing them, knowing how to store them and put them away safely for the next season. And you know that I like to grow things from heirloom seeds because then you can save them and plant them again or share them with your friends and family. And you also remember what happened in 2020 when in some locations we could not go and purchase seeds because they were deemed non-essential and you could not buy seeds, and it was an issue, and seeds were sold out online, and it was just, like I said, an issue of finding seeds. So this is my box of seeds, random seeds. Some of them I save myself, I put them in envelopes. Some of them I have purchased from commercial different companies. Some of them come in plastic bags. Some of them come in different shapes and forms. And I like to keep them all I separate them by vegetables, by different categories, and I store them actually in a cool, dry place. Yes, seeds need to be stored in a very cool and dry place because seeds naturally have carbohydrates inside of a seed. And if that seed gets wet or warm, it's going to think, oh, it's time for me to sprout and grow. So they can sprout too early, they can turn moldy, and your seeds will go bad. So also, I'm not a big fan of buying seeds at a big box stores. Yes, you may find good quality seeds, it's possible, but sometimes it's really not a good idea and you really need to go to more reputable places to buy your seeds. And there are some companies that I absolutely love, and one of them I want to talk to you about today. So this came to me from Survival Seed, Garden Seeds. And this company is pretty amazing. First of all, I like how the seeds already come in a plastic bag. And it's resealable plastic bag, like a Ziploc bag. So this is going to keep things dry. Okay, dry. So even if you put them in a cool place, some people even could keep their seeds in a refrigerator, in a dry shelf, or somewhere in a basement, but it has to be dry and a cool place. So keeping them in a greenhouse is not a good idea. It's super hot in there. Or keeping them somewhere in a hot place, not a good idea. Somewhere in a shade, in a cool place. So this particular company, they have Homesteader edition, Home Gardener, Farmer edition, and they have many seeds already in the packet. So I'm gonna put my glasses on, and I just wanna guys share with you what is, for example, in this packet that comes to you, and it's for a home garden. And they have 30 heirloom seed packets. So I'm just gonna open it up for you guys right now, and I'm gonna show it to you what's inside. It's pretty exciting. So they come in a nice little packages, okay? And they have different variety of common things that people grow in their gardens. And what I like about them is that there are 30 different seeds, right? Different varieties. They promise to be viable for 3 to 8 years. But I'm gonna tell you a story. I have some seeds that my dad gave me 10 years ago, and they are still super viable. So it all depends how they were stored. And even if not all of them pop out and germinate, they're still very, very good to have on hand. So they will encourage you to keep it in a zipped closed bag to keep the moisture out and store it in a cool, dry location. So why do I like to order a whole big packet of 30 different seeds? What if you don't grow all of that? So for example, they have wildflowers, different flowers, different herbs, different things that usually gardeners grow. But here's the thing. They are called survival seeds. What does that mean? What do you think that really means? Well, to me, that means that it's something that I would need to plant in my garden for my family to survive. And even if I don't grow all of those things normally, that's something that we normally don't grow, but this is going to be a really good chance to exchange with other people who may need seeds in case seeds are not available. All right. So yes, there are 30 different packets of seeds. And like I said, you may not need all of them today, but you may need them tomorrow. And they are good for a long time. All of these seeds are heirloom seeds. They are open pollinated seeds. That means that they don't need to be artificially pollinated, and the wind will just pollinate them. They're going to be easy to grow. I love this company because it's made in America, and I really love to support our own companies here, our local companies, right? So for example, here's a pack, and it has different radishes, winter squash, Swiss chard, different tomatoes, turnip, watermelon, zucchini. Guess what? I grow all of them. This packet has beets, lettuce, different lettuce, parsley, kale, cabbage, and dill. Again, it's almost like they know exactly what's in my garden because I grow all of these. Then we have different flowers, perennial flowers, wildflowers, eggplant, melon, okra, different peppers, jalapeno pepper, pumpkin, spinach. Again, how do they know? But I grow all of these things in my garden. Arugula, they're hardy to grow in a winter garden. Basil, broccoli, carrot, different other carrots, cucumber, and cilantro. So basically, this is exactly what most common gardeners grow in their garden. So I really, really like this combo. And again, I'm going to put it back in my Ziploc bag. Actually, it's a Mylar bag. It's not a Ziploc bag. It's a Mylar bag. But it zips like a Ziploc bag. And I'm going to put it in a cool place. Now, let's take a look at this Homesteader packet. This one is a bigger packet, and it's for 50 different heirloom seeds in here. And again, they have warranty if it's stored properly for 3 to 8 years. But again, I can promise you guys that it can last a whole lot longer. But it's important to know that, you know, they cannot get wet at all. So make sure the low moisture is not much lower. So this is a much bigger packet. They have a whole lot more of different seeds in here. Onion, I see, and leeks, and garlic, chives. So a whole lot more. Sweet corn. So this is a much bigger packet. All right. They also have a packet for farmer packet, and it has even more different seeds. But again, like I said, it is not a hybrid. This is all heirloom survival garden seeds, and it's right here from the United States. So I really, really love that. So I'm going to put a link to that company in the bottom of my description. And if you want to order something and have it on hand, click on that link so you can order for yourself. And they're pretty quick at shipping. Again, like just because you may not grow okra or you may not grow that particular cucumber, but it's a good thing to have on hand because it may become a valuable trade, something to trade with, okay, with other gardeners in your area. It's called survival for a reason, okay? So friends, I hope you are encouraged to grow vegetables. Plan for your next garden in the spring. And this is the time to plan. So if you're thinking about what to get for a stocking stuffer, buy some seeds, and it's a really good seeds to have. I just don't recommend it hanging it in a stocking next to the fireplace. It might be too hot for those seeds then, there in those stockings. but it's a really good idea to give to your homesteading friends, to your gardening friends, to your family as a gift. So yeah, so I'm gonna go and probably keep it in my refrigerator where it's nice and cool and dry, or I can keep it in my basement where it's always about 50-55 degrees, so it's nice and cool. So friends, be encouraged. Please look into getting some seeds, have them on hand, because you never know when 2020 may happen again, and you know what I mean. So be prepared, stay encouraged, and definitely try something new.